Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Pretty tough race, pretty tough week in racing this week with the passing of Dean Holland after his fall at Donald. Dean made plenty of winners for us, and he was one of those jockeys we did use quite often, and he actually rode Calbata in the Adelaide Cup for us and did a great job down there. So interesting, you know, you use jockeys, use some jockeys for their ability, use some jockeys because you just like using them. Dean was one of those jockeys with both. He was a very, very good fella and a very, very good rider, and will certainly be missed in the racing industry. Ballabushka goes to Geelong on Friday. Pretty poor first start. I was pretty disappointed the way he got to the line, but I just thought he might have been a little bit soft, and jockey come back and had a few excuses. So we'll take him to Geelong on Friday. He's galloped up really strong through the week, and I'm really happy with him. He'll be a massive price. I don't know what price he'll be, but he'll run a lot better than what his price suggests, and I expect this horse to sort of be winning races in the next couple of weeks. But I think he's going really good. Really nice horse, and that'll be Ballabushka at Geelong on Friday. Little Miss Gutser goes to Geelong Friday. She's bloody second emergency, or it's not even my third emergency. This is in very good order, this horse. It's galloped through the week's great. I think she's in spot-on condition. Can't believe the meeting was actually meant to be at Sandown on Saturday, and because of the called-off meetings, they bumped the race to Geelong on Friday, which that doesn't bother me, but I can't believe she got balloted. But anyway, her form will be as good as anything in the race, and I think she's going as good as anything. So if she gets a run, I expect her to be sort of right around about the mark. Her form's very consistent, and everything's right with her. She's a very sound mare. She's a really nice mare, this. So that's Little Miss Gutser at Geelong on Friday, but she is an emergency, so we need a few scratchings. Pink and Black, I've got her in a Geelong on Friday. It's drawn the car park, but I'm going to run it anyway. She's had a million problems, this little filly, so I just need to get it to the races and get into a bit of a racing pattern with her. So she's going good. Hopefully she can run a place, earn a bit of prize money, and then head off to another race. But it's a pretty good race for her, I think. But as I said, she's just drawn the very outside, so she needs a fair bit of luck from there. That's Pink and Black at Geelong on Friday. I'll run Cape Blame at Geelong on Friday. Interesting horse, very, very difficult horse to train, but I think we've got it right. She gets massive muscle enzyme problems and all that sort of stuff. We've had her out in a paddock, and she normally box walks and everything, but we just found a really good box that she seems really happy and comfortable in, and since we've had her in here, she's been really good. So let's get her back at the races while it's going good. So that's Cape Blame at Geelong on Friday. Tories D, I got him in at Horsham on Saturday. Really good race for him. He just needs to draw a gate. The barriers haven't come out yet, but he just needs to draw a gate. He's in good order. He's galloping up good. He'll go really well. Just testing him at the 1100. He's been round about the mark. Hasn't been beaten far at all his last few starts, but just hasn't been sort of winning. So we're just going to test him at the 1100. So I'm going to send him to a track where it'll really suit on-speed horses, which is what will be. He'll bounce and be in the first two, and just hold our breath late that he can run the 1100. But pretty confident he will. He's going really well. He's in great order. Nice sound little horse. Bit of rain around the place won't hurt us either. So that's Tories D at Horsham. I'm going to lick my hand, buddy. At Horsham on Sunday. Diamond Luke goes to Werribee Sunday. Same track and distance as last exact same race, 2,000 metre race. He was only beaten a short half head, so it was a very rain affected track. I imagine the track's going to be sort of on the wet side again. There's a bit of rain around, so doesn't seem to worry him. So I tossed up whether to go up in trip with him, but we decided just to give him one more run at the 2,000. So he's going to bounce. He's going to put himself in the first four. He's going to get absolutely every chance. So that's Diamond Luke at Werribee on Sunday. Got Lorenzetti in at Warrnambool through the week in a 23.50. I'm just going to jump him straight to a stayers trip. He was okay over 1,800 at Sandown the other day. Go up to the 23.50 should suit him, and I'll probably then take him to the stayers final at Cranbourne a couple of weeks after that. So, but he's in good order. Warrnambool's a tricky one because a lot of horses try and get run, so he'll be pretty low down the ballot. But Lorenzetti, it's at Warrnambool on Tuesday. I've got La Spezia in a couple of spots at Warrnambool. I'll give her a solid gallop on Saturday, and that'll depending on how she works as to which race we go to. Warrnambool can be a bit of a trick because of the ballots, but I think she's going okay. I just want to make sure that her fitness level is good enough. So that's La Spezia. She's in a couple of places at Warrnambool next week.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a mare we've just retired, Young Hostess. She's done a great job for the stable. She's won 10 races from 71 starts. She's a 9-year-old and she's raced really soundly all the way through. She earned $340,000 prize money, so she's been a great horse for the stable and a great horse for the owners, and she's certainly given them and us plenty of good times. Probably a career highlight was at Warrnambool last year, where she romped home, and she was, certainly as far as wins go for me, it was certainly one of the most enjoyable wins I've had. If you have a winner at Warrnambool Carnival, it's it's certainly a big credit, and she always punched out of her weight division. She's, I think, sort of when she comes to the stable, she's about 420 kilos, and she got a little bit above that, but she was never much more than 450. So she tries her guts out, and every race we put her in, she was mighty competitive. If she didn't win, she was certainly around the mark, and usually running home really strongly. So she'll go off and enjoy a really good retirement now. A few horses in the stable have sort of got her bloodlines, and with cousins and out of the same mare. So if they can carry her tradition on and they can try as hard as her and win as many races as her, then they'll be a stable favourite just like she was.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Been a really tough week in racing this week with the passing of Dean Holland. Very, very tough for everybody. But as they say, the show goes on. Warrnambool Carnival next week. I'll probably have Lorenzetti and maybe La Spezia in down there. But other than that, I don't think we're going to have a big, much of a attendance down there this year. But if anyone gets down there, by all means go. It's as good a carnival as you'll ever go to. Saturday morning, a few of the Thoroughbred Club people are coming up here to watch a few gallops and have a bit of breakfast, so that's a good thing. If anybody does want to come, contact Janet or Robert at Windmill, and there's still a couple of spots there. I think we have about 18 to 20 people coming up on Saturday morning. That's always a bit of fun for everybody, but just contact Janet or Robert if anyone does want to come up and sort of watch a couple of gallops and have a bit of breakfast. Until next week, see you later. She's out of so we're selling shares available in her straight away, and we would love her to win lots of millions of races and earn us all be millionaires.